All right, so let's just jump right into the East All-Star reserves. So for the starters, we have Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. Pretty solid role players on their team. I think they deserved it this year.
Yeah.
I
think we agree, right? There's no argument there. We're good with those 5, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a Wiggins in there that we don't.
No, there's no Wiggins. All
right, I think I'll start it off this time since you did the West.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
So, for my All-Star reserves, I have, in no specific order, just kind of whatever came first in my mind. It's Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Him and Jaylen Brown have been killing it. I picked Jason Tatum because I think he's just more... I don't want to say he's more vital to the Celtics because Jaylen Brown has been balling out and he's been phenomenal. But, I don't know. I think I just like Jason Tatum more. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. He has nice shoes on when he plays. Next, I have Pascal Siakam from my Raptors, my favorite team. Can't leave him out of it. Pascal Siakam, Spicy P, killing it, tearing it up. Raptors are a playoff team. Don't be surprised if they make some moves this trade deadline, become a championship contender. Then next,
I'm listening. I hear you talking.
Next, I have Fred VanVleet, the engine of the.
Don't get the hell out of here.
The engine of the Raptors, ball goes through him. I don't know how much he's averaging, but it's got to be at least like 25. Great. He's great.
I think he's averaging like 20, right?
Is he? I thought it was higher.
Fred VanVleet leads the NBA in minutes, though. He just plays the whole game. You can just book him.
Just like what game was it before? I forget who they played.
They
played like 53 minutes or 56 minutes. Yep. So we have Fred VanVleet.
He's averaging 22 points a game.
No, I was close, 25.
I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I think he deserves it. Then I have, it's not a Raptor, sadly. I wanted to put Scotty Barnes, but I put Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a phenomenal player. With the game against the Raptors, he won me over, and that's when I put him in over Scotty. And I was like, you know what? Okay, you played your heart out. You almost won the game multiple times. Like, I gotta...
So just so I'm clear, it was for this particular roster spot. It was between Jimmy Butler and Scotty Barnes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that was the game that you were like, you know what?
Yeah, that's what pushed me over. Because before it was Scotty, and I was like, maybe I can throw in Malachi Flynn. But
yep. No, I'm just trying to follow along.
Also, OG on a newbie. He's pretty. I think he deserved a spot. I didn't put him in the list. Enough about the Raptors, man. Let's go on to some other players. We got LaMelo Ball. Right. LaMelo Ball of the Hornets deserves it. Put him in. He's an all-star. The dude is playing phenomenal. He can score. He can facilitate. He can strip the ball from you. Whatever you need him to do, he does it, and he's efficient at that. And like when he's, I think, I don't know his actual percentages, but when he's on the court, the team is just better.
I don't know if he's very efficient.
Really?
I don't know. I could be wrong. But I don't know.
Now we gotta look it up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's look it up. Look up his shooting percentage.
We definitely gotta look this up.
Yeah. No, he just doesn't, to me, seem like he's an efficient player. But he shoots 43% from the field.
Yeah.
42. Yeah. So
that's not bad. Yeah. That's I don't want to say that's efficient because I think Westbrook shoots around that, and he's not efficient.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's efficient. I take him. Mm-hmm. He's phenomenal. Everything else he does cancels that out. He doesn't turn the ball away as much either. So LaMelo Ball, mark him in. I want him. I put Lonzo.
And the Hornets are good.
I put Lonzo in, but I can't really justify it that much. I'm not like with LaMelo. But
you put Lonzo Ball really in the All-Star game?
No. I said I wanted to, but I couldn't justify it. No, yeah.
All right.
But onto his team, Zach LaVine. I put Zach LaVine in the All-Star team, second to only DeRozan, because favorite player is DeRozan. But those two guys are the Bulls, man.
There was if I was to make an argument for the starters, because the East starters are like, yeah, like that's a legit starting five.
Yeah.
The only thing I could possibly talk myself into is Zach LaVine starting over Trae Young.
Yeah, I say that.
And then the Bulls would have their starting backcourt as the all-star backcourt, which would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the only one that I'm like, damn, should be starting this game, you know?
He's phenomenal, and I think it's
Yeah.
great. I don't think if the Bulls were doing as well as they are now, if Zach would still be on the Bulls, I think he'd be trying to leave, or demand a trade like Ben Simmons. But that's just my opinion. Next, I have Bam Adebayo on my list. He's back. I think he's a great player. You know, we pair him with Jimmy Butler. He defends. He's a good inside rim protector, and he puts up points too, man. Great player.
He's a solid big man.
Gotta have him in there. Gotta show some love to the big men. I think that's my list. 2 Raptors. I wanted to add one, but
that was 7.
Yeah, that was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 7.
All right.
What's your list? I don't think you can top that.
I just want to say that I really, 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 really hate your list. So I'm going to say, and I'm glad that we saved the East for last because I knew that this is where we were going to start fighting.
Yeah.
So, all right. So my first reserve, like I said, Zach LaVine, hands down, probably should be starting the game over Trae Young, but Trae Young, I get it. He's super popular. Zach LaVine, 25 points a game. Bulls, I think they're the number 1 seed in the East right now. They are.
I think so, yeah.
And Zach LaVine has that thing, like, you know, when you say All-Star game and you're like thinking, at least for me, like when I was a kid and it's like, oh, the All-Star game, I'm thinking like Tracy McGrady throwing it off the backboard, Vince Carter doing dunks, Kobe doing dunks, LeBron, Carmelo, right?
Yeah.
Zach LaVine is like the kind of guy, like when it's the All-Star game, like I want to see Zach LaVine playing to like, for like entertainment purposes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he is just like, you say All-Star and I think Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm.
Another All-Star, and by the way, mine are in order. So Zach LaVine. Okay.
So
James Harden.
Next. Oh.
James Harden. How did you not name James Harden?
Between him and Pascal Siakam.
Yeah. So his points are down compared to like what he usually does, but the Brooklyn Nets were supposed to be this like super team, right?
Yep.
Kyrie has barely played all year. Kevin Durant has been in and out. James Harden has been there every freaking game almost.
Yep.
He's averaging 23 points a game. He's got 8 rebounds and 10 assists. I think he leads the NBA in assists. So how he's not on your list is ridiculous. Because he another one. He's an all-star. It's James Harden.
I don't know, man. Pascal's been having a year.
And he's consistent, James Harden. Like, he's consistent. And James Harden, by the way, has, like we were talking about Chris Paul before, James Harden has one of those games that he could play like that and be 40 years old. Because he just has he doesn't have an athletic game, you know?
That's true. He just kind of...
I think he's graceful. I love James Harden is my favorite player to watch, I think. Because he just plays like an old man and just like, whatever, he's going to bump into you and do all this.
Yeah.
But James Harden... hands down an all-star. Another one that you missed. Another no-brainer. Darius Garland.
Nah, man.
Cleveland Cavaliers they're what, the 3rd seed right now in the East? Or is it the 3rd or 4th seed? And it's because of him. Like, Chris Paul is the engine that makes the Suns go. Darius Garland everything runs through Darius Garland in Cleveland. Everything. 20 points a game, 8 assists, 3 rebounds. And he plays every game. He plays all game long. And especially now without Ricky Rubio, he's playing even more. So a lot more responsibility on him, you know? So you missed that one.
Do you have Darius Garland on your list then?
Hold up. My list. And I'm going in order of this is a meritocracy, man. I'm not playing favorites like some people.
Oh,
right? You got to earn your spot. You got to earn your spot. All right. So my 4th guy is someone that we finally agree with. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Because the Heat are really good, and he's the best player on that team, so they need representation. He's the guy. 22 points a game, 6 assists, 2 steals. He's the guy that makes that team go also. Jimmy Butler, all-star. Jason Tatum, next. Now, his stats would have you think, like, yo, this guy is balling out. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. But the Celtics are not that good. right? Their record's not the best, and he's like not efficient at all. Like he's just gonna get his points, but then you're gonna look and be like, oh, but he took 40 shots. Like, oh, he took this, he did that. Like, not very efficient, but he gets his stats. So Jason Tatum has to be in the All-Star game. All right, 2 more spots.
Are you saying he's padding his stats like Russell Westbrook?
I don't think he's padding his stats, but I think he's just getting them in a very, like, he's working very hard to get those shots, to get those stats. Whereas like Rudy Gobert is like falling into the 16 points a game, like just on accident. He's making 8 shots. Jason Tatum is like really working hard to get those 26 points a game, you know? All right, 2 more spots. I have Sabonis from the Pacers. He's got to be an all-star. Because, again, that team's not that good, but his stats, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. He's another one that I'm like, yeah, he's an all-star. He's not flashy. He's not flashy. He's not this. He's not that. On this team, yeah. Because you got to earn it on this team. I don't play favorites. Okay. And by the way, Sabonis, like, you play the Pacers. Can you name 5 Pacers? Like, he's doing it by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't Brogdon on the Pacers?
Yeah. All right, that's 1.
Karis LeVert's on the Pacers.
All right, 2.
It
wasn't really a quiz, but all right, we'll take it.
They have Miles Turner? Or not anymore?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
I don't know who else.
That's okay, so there you go. So Sabonis basically does it by himself. All right, so Sabonis is an all-star for me. And then last but not least, I have LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, let's go, LaMelo! Okay.
20 points a game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. He's an all-star. Mostly because, selfishly, I want to see him in the All-Star game because I just want to see what he's going to do in the All-Star game. Like, he's box office.
Yeah.
You know, like, I would go see him play. Like, I was just looking up tickets to go see the Knicks, and they got Charlotte coming up, and I'm like, oh, I could go see LaMelo Ball play. Like he's box office. He sells tickets. He should be an all-star. Mm-hmm. So that's my team. Those are the 7.
All the ball boys sell tickets, man. Like if Lonzo,
they do.
Like, you're trying to see Lonzo, LaMelo.
Yeah,
like people even want
like,
to see LiAngelo. Like even if it's just one game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess.
Or in the G League, even not necessarily the NBA. You know, but maybe I do. Maybe I'm just right in there.
Yeah, you're like a fanboy.
Yeah.
You
don't have the shoes though. They're too expensive for me.
And they'll fall apart anyway, so you don't want those.
Yeah, that's true.
The guys that didn't make it that get consideration for me though is Bradley Beal. 23 point. He you know what? I think he probably makes the team over LaMelo Ball. Unfortunately, I mean, like when it's all said and done. Fred VanVleet should get consideration. Pascal Siakam should get consideration. Jared Allen is extremely efficient. He gets nothing but dunks.
Yeah.
And he'll block it, and he blocks everything. He's like mini Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Miles Bridges from the Hornets has been balling out. And then I got 2 Heat, Bam Adebayo and Kyle Lowry. So that's my list. Two more things, though, real quick. For the East, be on the lookout for Kevin Durant to not play, though, because he's hurt. So he may sit the All-Star game out, and then they'll pick the 7 and then, have to replace him. And same thing for the West is Draymond Green might not play, and then you'll see somebody else have to fill in. So we got to be on the lookout for that. But, I think those are our teams, right?
I think so. I think my team's better.
But... in fact, I know your team's not better, but yeah.